Hey, what's up, Wrestling World? I am August C. Jones, and here with another Wrestle Ones. And on this video, I'm going to be talking about Danhausen. And I forgot to mention him, really, like on my Elimination Chamber review. I did mention that, he arrived and all that stuff. But at the same time, I was going to talk a little bit more on it, but I didn't want to make the video too long, so I had to cut it, and I literally forgot to come back to it and talk about that. So let's go ahead and get this out the way. So at the Elimination Chamber, Danhausen came out, and this is what we all thought was going to be up in the crate. Like, we knew it was going to be Danhausen. His contract ended real soon, and it's on brand with what Danhausen does. Now, I am familiar with him from AEW, but I never watched AEW. Like, I haven't watched a full episode. I keep up with stuff here and there, but I was definitely aware of Danhausen and stuff. And at first, he kind of threw me off. It was just, whatever. But then you get kind of used to it, and then it's like, okay, cool. You cool. You come to the barbecue. You come out to the cookout. I mean, it'd be weird as fuck, but come out to the cookout. But yeah, so seeing that he was removed from the roster page of AEW right before Elimination Chamber, it's like, yeah, he's going to be the one that's come out the crate. Lo and behold, he's the one that came out the crate, just with like a presentation, like, oh yeah, I'm here and all that stuff, and then that's it. He didn't say anything. He just walked around, just like hitting hands, came up in the ring, he had the dancers and all that stuff, and he gave the teeth to Michael Cole and just disappeared. And the thing that goes on with that was the fact that when he came out, it was an initial pop. People I'm pretty sure it's Chicago, so a lot of people are aware of who Danhausen is. But I feel like him coming out to cheers, and then toward the end, people were booing. I don't think it was just because of Danhausen. I feel like people like Danhausen. Danhausen is a character. He's a comic relief character like R-Truth. People are going to like him. I feel the reason why there was boos because this is it. Y'all hear him just come out, like slap some hands, give teeth to Michael Cole, and not say anything, do nothing, interact with anybody. It was like, this is all that you guys got. We waited weeks to see what was in this crate, and all y'all had to do was all y'all did was bring Danhausen out with dancers, and that was it. I think people were upset at the presentation and what they had Danhausen do, and it was just like, I don't blame them. I truly don't, because I feel like it was lackluster. They could have done way more when it came to what they had him doing. And so it's like going to Raw, and then this past SmackDown, it shows that people like Danhausen. That it wasn't because, oh, Danhausen, like they don't know who he is or they hate him or whatever. It was just the presentation and how they brought him out. A lot of people disagree with how they did it. I feel like they probably could have did a lot better. They could have did something totally different, but they didn't. But anyway, Danhausen is here. I love it. I love seeing him on camera. I want to see more of Danhausen. I want to see him interact with more wrestlers, how he talks, how he carries himself, his mannerisms and everything else. Comedy gold. I love it, especially on Raw, when he came out and he cursed Dominic Mysterio for not taking him serious. And so Dominic Mysterio lost his Intercontinental Championship to Penta that same night. And then to carry on until, this past SmackDown, gave another list of demands to Nick Aldis this time. And so he runs into what's his name, The Miz, in which he basically cursed The Miz, and Miz was gonna laugh it off. He was like, or either you do this or you are cursed, and he was gonna laugh it off. And he's like, remember what happened to Dom Mysterio on Raw? That got a pop out of me. That made me laugh. I was like, that is funny as hell, because he lost his title. So it's like, you're going to take this serious. But I love the aspect of him cursing people, and it might work sometimes like it did on Raw, or it might not work, and that's what I heard, that, that's what happened in AEW, that sometimes his curses wouldn't work and all that stuff. So it's like, I don't expect too much from Danhausen. Like I said, I didn't watch AEW and all that stuff, so I'm not 100% familiar with Danhausen, but I know enough. I'm like amused by it. I'm intrigued by the character. I want to see more of the character. Like literally, that's what I got from Brawl after his interaction with the Judgment Day, which I feel like that would be a perfect spot for them. If they lost when they hit R-Truth, when Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley was part of the group, and like R-Truth came in and he was thinking that he was part of the Judgment Day and all that stuff. Great. I feel like Danhausen can do that to bring a little bit more life back to the Judgment Day, or whatever they want to do, like put him with. Like I could see the Miz or whatever, but I mean, I don't know if that's as interesting. I think Danhausen could probably make it interesting, but I want to see more of this guy. I feel like he should have at least I ain't gonna say at least, but give him like 2 segments on the show. I want to see more Danhausen. I feel like he's great in what he does. And if you put him with the right person or the right people, you can get comedy gold, and it will bring a little bit more intrigue back to the television. I don't expect him to have great, phenomenal matches. I never heard of him being like a great wrestler or anything. His act, his shtick is just, he's a comedy person. That's it. That's all he needs to do. I don't expect anything more. Just entertain me. Don't overdo it. WWE, don't overdo it. But entertain me with the Danhausen character, and we'll be all right. But yeah, those are just my quick thoughts on it. Didn't want to make this video too long. Wanted to touch on Danhausen, not in that way. And, you know, just kind of say the stuff that I wanted to say when it came to the Elimination Chamber, and then, you know, just add a little extra stuff to it. But hey, if you like this video, go ahead, give me a like, subscribe, hit the notification bells, share, comment, and all that stuff. Let me know what your thoughts are. Check out the video on screen if you want to hear more of my thoughts of revolving wrestling and whatnot. And I will catch you guys on the next one. So peace out.